Imagine a mochi so soft and fluffy, it looks like a giant marshmallow floating in sweet syrup. That is exactly what this 60-year-old traditional dessert shop has been making for generations. Instead of relying on modern shortcuts, the shop still prepares its signature mochi entirely by hand, using the same slow, traditional techniques that have kept customers coming back for decades. Every bowl starts with one simple ingredient, glutinous rice. The shop soaks long-grain sticky rice until every grain is completely hydrated, then slowly grinds it into an incredibly smooth white rice mixture. And this isn't something the workers can simply leave to a machine. They constantly check the texture by hand, making sure the rice is ground thoroughly without leaving behind any hard pieces. Once the grinding is finished, the silky rice mixture is transferred into a dehydrator. Slowly, the excess moisture disappears until the liquid transforms into a firm but tender block of glutinous rice dough. But that's only the beginning. The rice block is placed into a mixer and gently worked at low speed. This helps release the natural stickiness and elasticity hidden inside the rice. At this stage, there are still no artificial ingredients, just the pure flavor and natural texture of glutinous rice. Now comes the part that requires years of experience. The craftsman judges the consistency entirely by touch, dividing the dough into portions and rolling each one by hand until it becomes a smooth, perfectly rounded ball. One by one, the mochi balls are dropped into the pot. As the heat slowly works its way through them, the firm rice dough begins to transform. Once fully cooked, the little balls become soft, stretchy, and incredibly chewy, the traditional roasted mochi the shop is famous for. And here's the clever trick that helped preserve this recipe for generations. In the past, craftsmen discovered that leaving cooked mochi exposed to air would quickly make it dry and hard. Their solution was surprisingly simple. Keep the freshly cooked mochi sitting in warm, lightly sweetened syrup. So throughout the day, these smooth white mochi balls gently float and move around in the sweet broth, staying soft instead of drying out. But the shop doesn't stop there. To keep the original flavor alive, even the topping is made from scratch. Fresh peanuts are slowly roasted over the fire until their natural nutty aroma becomes intensely fragrant. They're then ground into a fine powder and mixed with just the right amount of sugar. The result is rich, roasted, and aromatic without becoming overly sweet. Finally, the soft mochi is rolled generously through the peanut and sesame powder until every inch is covered. The outside is packed with roasted nutty fragrance, while the center stays soft, chewy, and springy. And after one bite, you get sweet syrup, fragrant peanuts, sesame, and that unmistakable stretchy mochi texture all at once. For a shop that has survived 6 decades, this is more than just dessert. It's proof that sometimes the simplest ingredients and old-fashioned craftsmanship can create something people never forget.